All right, now we switch over to Bennett. Bennett is now in his second year of esports, but he is no novice to the gaming world. Bennett, thanks for sitting in for us
Thank
and
you.
giving us your first broadcast here.
hmm
So I have a number of questions. How long have you been gaming?
Well, I've been gaming for basically as long as I can remember. I know my mom used to be, or she still is. She's still a huge Nintendo fan, and so whenever we were younger, we would usually end up getting like the Wii when it came out and the Wii U and all that stuff. So basically, as I grew up, I always had Nintendo and stuff as I grew up. So and it's over time I've gotten a PC after working freshman year, and so I play on Steam, which is a huge catalog of different video games and stuff. So it's been a while, and I think as far as the competitive scene goes, last year when I was in organic chemistry, there was a senior that was in the class with me, and he every time, like in between worksheets in that class, we would play some Smash, and he realized that I was pretty good, and he was in esports at the time, and so he kind of deferred me over to that, and I started looking at Smash Bros and stuff more competitively, and that's how I got into competitive gaming and stuff.
If that's how you got into it, how long have you actually been doing it, like competitively?
Um,
Because I know you've been doing it before
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
esports.
I think it's been about 6 months, I'd say, half a year.
Okay. Do you do any other, like during the summer or anything like that? Any competitive?
Sometimes we have labs. Usually that's before school, and that's kind of training and stuff. But sometimes you'll have, sometimes at the community center that we have the some short stuff that they'll hold in like the gym on the side that will be some competitions and stuff that they hold there. So I
Well,
go to those sometimes.
So when you guys are competing, as far as that, like with your team dynamic, how does that work as far as you guys working as a team?
This year, I think in the fall, what we're doing right now, they're more of like 1v1s. So it's kind of based on the app, and you kind of matchmake and do that. But in the spring, we do these 5v5s,
Okay.
where it'll be 5 players. And so how it works in the game is like it's just one person versus the other. You have 3 stocks, so that's 3 lives. And say I have 1 stock left, and I beat the other guy. Then I would move on to fight the next person of their team.
Right.
But I would start with 1 stock still.
Oh, and he's starting with 3.
And he's starting with 3.
Gotcha.
So then, say he beats me, then the other person, and say I managed to take off a stock,
Yeah.
then it would be our next person with 3 stocks versus him with 2 stocks.
So you're progressively rolling over to get to the last guy.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I think there's a real cool team aspect about it where you can kind of, if we kind of like know, say like which school it was, and we can kind of predict players we have, so then we'll save the best for last or something, or say, oh, we know this matchup and this person's playing this character, we'll send in this guy to counter him and stuff. So it's kind of that strategy team aspect about it, which is really cool.
So with that, I didn't ask this with Mr. Diamond, but what gaming consoles do you guys play with? Do you play with like Xbox,
So,
PlayStations,
in the gaming
PC?
club, it's most of like pretty much anything people can, but in esports specifically, it's just the Nintendo Switch, I think,
Okay.
because the 2 competitive scenes that we have is Super Smash Bros. And Mario Kart, and those are only on Nintendo Switch.
All right, so those are the 2 you guys, I guess, are focused on. Is what our school is focused on, and then that's the console that you use. But you
Yeah.
could play it on any other one.
Oh, yeah.
As far as
Yeah.
practicing. But if you do it that way, though, doesn't that hinder you a little bit if you're not practicing on the actual piece of equipment that you're going to be playing in competition? Does that have any kind of?
It doesn't really. I think the only thing that kind of hinders it, I'd say, is sometimes if you're playing online with other people, there's some kind of that end lag sometimes between different Wi-Fis, and so sometimes like your inputs will go in like a second later or something, and so you kind of have to account for that as well. But as far as the software itself, it doesn't. It's not that bad.
All right. Okay, well, I think that pretty much gets us to where we're going right now as far as that goes. So ranking-wise, you got any hopes or expectations for yourself this fall?
Well, I have been playing with Landon for a while, and Landon was he was a really good Terry player. Terry is like a old fighter character that they put in the Smash, and so it's a lot of those old inputs, and all that stuff. But so I've been practicing with him a lot, and Landon goes against one of the best players in our region, which his name is No Dino. I think he's one of the best players in Missouri, and he's able to beat him pretty well. And I've been able to beat Landon a couple times, so
Right.
I think I've gotten pretty good over the years. Over the year, and so hopefully
So you get another shot at that, huh?
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, so then, just out of curiosity, when you guys are playing, I know like a lot of times when people are gaming, they have to create their character name and everything that they're playing by. Do you guys get to create any name? Or do you go by your own name?
I do. I have my name. It's called Mestic. It's spelled Mehstic.
Okay.
And I think it's usually there's a saying where it's the best games come from like the misspelled versions of words. So
Yeah.
like Mystic, and then it's Mestic. So I think Landon's is Zepha. I think so. Zepha.
So is that the mentality of all the gamers on the team?
Kind of, yeah. You just kind of.
And do you guys have an actual team name, or is that?
No, it's just SG Esports. I think.
Gotcha.
We're kind of. I think all of them in the league are kind of based on their school names.
Okay. Walls, thank you for coming in today,
Yeah, of course.
man, and we appreciate it. That was Bennett, and he is our up-and-coming gamer for esports at St. Genevieve High School varsity. Good luck to you this year, buddy.
Thank you.